Oh my god, buenos dias. What this is going to be instead is, I one thought at a time, god. What this is going to be instead is an art video. I really miss the old sketchbooks that Poundland, the store, used to sell specifically. Like, I miss them so much. I used to buy them in bulk, but I didn't buy enough. And they used to sell these fine liners, these black fine liner pens, but they don't sell them anymore either. I used to buy them in bulk, but I didn't buy enough. And the store Home Bargains, I used to go there specifically because they had these chips, these crisps that I, the Ojo lentil hot crisps that were like, they were like hot Cheetos, but they were like high in protein, and the whole bag was like 480 calories, and they were spicy. And they don't sell them anymore. They sell a different version. They sell ones that aren't spicy, and they used to sell their own tortilla chips, which they don't sell anymore either. They used to sell this toffee vodka alcohol that they don't sell anymore either. So I just don't go to that store anymore because they don't have what I need. And I don't go to Poundland anymore. Well, I do, but what I used to specifically get there, I can't get there anymore because instead of selling those sketchbooks with the soft, like quilted, striped cover and the like 1,000 pages inside that were kind of thin but thick enough for watercolors, but were like still thin enough that it wasn't, they're non-textured paper that was thick enough for watercolors. And I would buy them, and I would buy the fine liners, and everything would be fine. But now they've got, the only thing available is this shit, which you could get anywhere. They sell this garbage, and they still sell the fine liners, but not the black ones. They sell multicolored ones. Who needs multicolored fine liners, and what for? And it's like, I don't want, they only, it's hard to find a black felt tip, a pack of black felt tip pens, and also a pack of like 6B, 8B, if you're not looking online for them. I don't know what the fuck keeps happening. My phone keeps turning off. So look at this paper. It's textured. It's for painting. It's for watercolors. It's for acrylic painting. And I will do acrylic paints in it. But it's just so... it just doesn't have the same vibes. Anyway, this is a sketchbook tour. Let's start from the front. This is like one of my worst sketchbooks ever. It's not finished. I was just drawing in it really quickly, like if I wake up and I'm eating my breakfast, I'll just be doodling in it. Sometimes I like to try things that I don't usually draw. Like trying to do like a wolf goth girl kind of thing, you know what I mean? Like it's kind of like fairycore, what you would call nowadays. That's me and the demons. And this is the aliens who monitor me to make sure that I'm specifically miserable enough. That's just random shit. I know sketchbook tours are usually top down, but do you know how long it takes to put together a top down rig? And also you gotta buy like equipment for that. Usually I don't, I just hold it. I don't want to fucking do that. I want to sit here comfortably. This isn't about being left out. This is about feeling a million miles away at all. Well, not all times, but at most times. If you ever sat in a room and looked at the other people and felt like the other people were in a completely different room, and it feels like they're not even real people. It feels like they're like robots, and you're like, what the fuck is happening? If you ever felt like that, this is that. You're like, everyone's just kind of, I don't know. This is, the girl from the Righteous Gemstones. And the guy from the Righteous Gemstones. I don't remember their names. I like these characters. Or I like this one, I guess. Maybe this shouldn't be blue. Maybe that was a mistake. It's like I'm over here. You know what? It's like I'm over here. Not at all times. And sometimes I wake up and I'm not. I'm in the other room. I have the tortured soul of a cartoonist. That was just a memory I had to draw. The complete nothing response. And then I left and no one talked to me for 3 years. It was awesome. And now I'm back. This is the back. So like I started drawing from the front, and then I drew some pages, and then I started drawing from the back. This is just nothing. I think I like using thicker pans. Okay. Before I show you this, I have to tell you that I'm not actually crazy or insane, and sometimes I just feel bad and my brain feels numb, so I started just drawing, just writing down whatever thought could come to my head, which was like one thought per 3 minutes. There'd be just 3 minutes of nothing, or like too many thoughts that I couldn't even pick out one, and I'm just sitting there like humming, like my brain is this humming like a machine. It's like. I'm like looking around like a lobotomy patient. And like a good way of keeping track of what's even going on is to just start writing things down on a page, like a lobotomy patient. It just turned off again. This is me keeping track of my knitting, which is completely different. I felt like my body was a ghost and my brain was a bunch of different spirals. This person's saying, "How are you?" And then I'm saying, "How can I tell? How can I tell? Like, how do I know how I am? How do I know?" I genuinely, like, what's good, what's bad, like, I don't know. This is a parrot. I keep meaning to animate, but I'm so busy. I got so fed up with animation programs, softwares, that I just decided to buy some printer paper and 2D animate. Not 2D animate. Hand draw. And I was doing too many frames per second, so it looked kind of messy. It was like a 1 second thing. It only took me like 2 hours to do. 2 seconds? It was more than that. It was like 5 seconds, right? What am I even saying in it? I'm saying okay, I don't know. I don't remember what the audio was. Sometimes I like to just draw animals from memory and then Google the animals and then draw them. This is a cow. from an image, by the way. Obviously, I'm not going for realism. You're trying to look for the defining characteristics of the animal and then draw that. Like cows, their butts are really high above their head, and they got really tiny legs compared to their big bodies. So that's a cow. And parrots, they have kind of this like inward angle of their beak. And that's all you need to draw for a parrot to know that it's a parrot, is that specific inward angle for a beak. Here, it kind of goes like in to their head. Bats are difficult because they're so small, but there's so many details, and like they have those big ears that I'm pretty sure if I were to draw a bat, it would just be like one dot with these tiny wings and huge ears, like a bug. Like antenna on a bug. I need to do bears again because you can tell this isn't right. This is Jack's films, and this actually looked exactly like him until I messed up the facial hair, and then I decided to draw a blackout beard, which obviously completely destroyed it. I don't know why I just fully committed, because I drew whatever, I messed it up. And then this is again, and it obviously looks less like him because I messed up the mouth. I'm using a fucking, not even a regular like black Sharpie, but like the really thick and chunky ones that are used for, I don't know what you use those for, drawing on box, like writing on boxes, like the huge big chunky ones, not the little fine tip. There's fine tip Sharpies. This guy.
The thickum.
That's a bat. This is me. It's really difficult to draw me, I've noticed, compared to other people. Because it's like my features are defined, but kind of not. It's like my mouth has a definable shape to it, but it looks underdeveloped. It's like soft. And my jaw, I think, is very distinguishable, but once again, it's very soft in a way that I don't have to draw it. And the only thing I think, okay, so this, in my opinion, looks the most like me. These are from selfies, different angles and stuff. And I think the only thing I have to define, it's like, okay, so my nose is definable. It's a very specific shape. But it looks weird when I draw it, except from a front angle. There's not really anything there. Which, right from a front angle, I guess it just looks weird. But from a side angle, the shape is, I guess, more definable, distinguishable, characteristic-like. And my eyes are very specific. So in here, you can't really see the shape I did for the eyes. But I think this looks mostly like me because everything's kind of soft. But my eyes do have that specific downward inner corner because they're deep set, but they're also hooded. So they do have that very defining, there's this line here. And I think that might be the only thing that I do have to get right. And then it's me. You know what? Ooh. So like that. I did this earlier. I was just messing about. Drew a parrot from the top of my head and down the N-word line. And then I drew my dog, which I didn't even mean to. I just thought in my head, draw a dog. So I started drawing a dog, and this is exactly like mine. This is Miley. You know Miley. This is what she looks like. Just another dog, and I thought in my head, okay, draw a golden retriever. And I tried, and I failed because the mouths aren't that, like, it was wrong. And then I tried again. This is kind of their face. And this, once again, I messed up in the face. I think the shape is right. And then this was just kind of a joke. Anything else? Do we have anything else? Oh, we do. Aisles. They look weird. I was trying to find a side silhouette for an oil, but whenever you look at the side silhouette, the side profile of an oil, they have hair here that all just bunches out, so it's hard to find any kind of definable lines. It's all just kind of soft roundness. Like, especially for a barn owl, there's just a lot of fluff. It would look weird if you drew it with a thick line. And I thought about looking at some cartoons, like I thought about googling cartoon owls to see how other, like, Disney artists would have handled it. But I didn't do that because I thought it would influence how I did it too much. And then I thought I would end up just drawing that owl from Bambi just accidentally because I saw it. These things instead. It's so pissed. I think every time anyone's ever saw an alien in the woods, I think it's always been an owl. It has to be. Have you seen their faces? They look like what people think aliens look like. And I stick to my theory that if aliens and UFOs have come to Earth, are on Earth, I think they live in the ocean. I think every time anyone sees a UFO, it's coming from the ocean, it's going into the ocean. There's a lot of the ocean we haven't explored. Have you seen squids? Like, I just think UFOs come from the ocean. You can't prove me wrong. I don't know what this is. I don't really know what this is either. That's just what I start drawing whenever I start drawing. It's just some kind of weird, because the way you draw cartoons is you do make everything anthropomorphic. So sometimes I push it in weird ways. Because obviously that's not what a bird's eye looks like. You gotta make it look semi-simplistic and human. And sometimes you give them cheeks. The animals that don't have cheeks. Because that's how you understand how it makes it cute to the human eye. This just looks like a person's face on a dog? A dog? And that's the end. Like I said, it's like the worst. It's not finished, it's like the worst sketchbook. Because the paper is so weird to deal with. I don't like the flip over element of it. The only pen that works on it is the thick Sharpie. So I'm kind of limited in the variety. I can't even find these sketchbooks whenever I search for them. Because what do you search for? I search for like Poundland, sketchbooks, Pepco, sketchbooks. Let me check right now. Pepco, sketchbooks. I clicked on this and then I just opened Olive. Because this is kind of what it looked like. But it's striped on the front. A bookmark in it. If anyone can find. It might not have been from Pepco, but they definitely sold it. Like one of these bookmarks. How many views does this get? It got 351 likes. Do I need to be doing this shit? It looked kind of like this. It had a little bookmark. It was from Poundland, the store. Pepco brand. Pepco artist sketchbook. But I just fucking, it doesn't exist anymore. It was only 2 years ago that they sold it. One of it, like very, forgot that word again. Very faded little stripes, and with a little like bookmark thing. And about the Etsy store, it will be done. It will be. an image of one of those, you know those pencil cases that have the multiple layers and they zip around. It's like a case. It's not a pencil case, it's like a little like box, it's like a case. And it has the elastic thingies that you slide all the pens in. And you see kids have them at like the start of the year, and then at the end of the year they're absolutely destroyed. I'm thinking about getting one of them, but finding one, because they're obviously they're sold for kids. I spent a lot of my time in the kids craft section, cause I be crafting, dude. Thinking about getting one of them, but like a Disney princess themed one, because I think that's
funny.
I don't know, I just have a sick and twisted sense of humor.
Dreams do come true. Life is beautiful.
And I don't want to add, like, I feel like a 70-year-old, 75-year-old retired man. He lives alone, he's a lot of money, he has a mustache and a fish tank, and he smokes cigars. That's how I feel internally. So whenever I think Disney princess pencil case, I think I'm being a little whimsical, and I think I'm indulging in nostalgia, but other people can see that and be like, oh, cringe, she's acting like a fucking baby and she's in her 20s. Because I don't know, there's too many people on the internet who do think that they're like children. Bye. Bye. Bye bye.